Hey guys, welcome back to more Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Today we are going to talk about stuff in which I don't know if I want to talk about because you guys might be angry at me. Okay, maybe not. I don't give a shit if you're angry at me or not. But anyway, before anything happens and before do anything, I'm going to talk about why I've already completed this quest and why I've already completed my urgent. Now, I will say that I pulled a stupid. Hey, there she is. I pulled a pretty big stupid, and in the fact that I have no clue what happened. So basically, the video that I recorded was already rendered, or was already, edited and rendered and all that other kind of fancy stuff, with awesome ass intro and whatnot. It decided to melt in a way that I have no clue. So it's kind of like ice, it melts and there's really no trace of it, except for a little puddle. That puddle happened to be in my tears when I realized that it was gone. So I lost a bit of data, recorded data and all that other kind of stuff. But the good thing about Monster Hunter is because of its repetitive nature, I can easily record it back again without you guys even knowing. Except for, a slight little bit of detail in, I don't know, the way that my stars are set up in the wood stuff in the Moga Village. Words. But other than those slight little details, you guys wouldn't know the difference, other than if you had really calculated everything. So I'm like, they're the pink Rathian in the village does 17.9% damage. The one in the portal does 18.7. That guy's lying. Guy's lying to me. Oh, I'm a good guy. If you do stuff like that, then what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you taking the fun out of video games? People like you who make me want to cut off my own penis and feed it to an alligator. Nah, I kid. The way you want to play the game is your own prerogative. That's the way you want to play it. If you want to play it like a nerd, play it like a nerd. If you want to play it like a boss, play it like a boss. I don't know, bosses in video games probably get boring. It's probably good words, because you probably just have to wait around like a lot until some random scrub just comes out. Just chop that Jaggy like in half. This was fucking freeing me now. Jag would have got sliced in half. Gay. But anyway, back to my video habit stuff. I'm a jiggy. I have to re-record pretty much everything that I lost. But the good thing is, I already talked about the good thing about Monster Hunter. The way it's repetitive, I can just easily re-record everything that that needs to be re-recorded. Other than like, I don't know, special things. Fucking, the word has left my brain. Cutscenes! Except for like special little cutscenes, which you don't really get a lot of in high rank. But when I do get around to doing that, the next urgent we have actually does have a cutscene in it, and I will tell you guys where the cutscene happens and kind of what it looks like. But I'm not really gonna do anything fancy and kind of, edit it in, because that's gonna be way too weird. Because I don't know, I don't really have that much processing power to really do something like that. So by the time I edit the video, put my voice in there, make my voice all nice and smooth sounding, my computer's already got a bullet in its brain. And its brain is made of jello, so it's like slowly making its way to the center. I don't know if that's how a bullet works, but That's how my bullet works. You know, fuck yourself. Your bullet doesn't work that way. I'm just kidding. I've become very vulgar. Like, over this band of where stuff happens. I don't know. Especially if you watch, like, my old stuff. I don't know if it's me, but I get a kick out of watching, like, my old stuff and being all like, I could so do that better, even though I can't. And it's just so amusing, especially if I watch, like, one of my really, really old videos where I'm, like, where I'm still living in the South. Because, like, you can just hear that southern accent just chime in. It's all like, okay, hey guys, I'm playing Monster today, and we're gonna shoot some bitches. We're gonna shoot some hoes, and that's pretty much exactly the way I sounded. And it's just amusing, like how far I've come since then. I still have no subscribers, which that doesn't really matter. As long as people, you know, enjoy and view, have a nice time, it's alright. Even if it's just me, I could watch my own videos for days, never get bored. Mainly because of the way that, I don't know, that I'm advancing, the better I get at editing, and the better I get at telling jokes while playing video games. Yeah, I can just sit here and just, I can just like orgasm over the span of everything I could possibly do. Yes! Oh, yes. That was amazing. Did you guys see that? It was amazing. Oh, Kayama's bitch slapped that bitch. Just got fucked up by his tail, though. But yeah, I could just sit there and watch myself for hours. Never get bored. Like, never. This is funny. Especially making fun of myself. People call that low self-esteem. I call that a really nice, easy time. It doesn't cost me anything, and I can be by myself. Which is kind of another thing. Commentating while playing video games, it's not really as easy as people make it out to be. I mean, yeah, it looks very easy, and it kinda is, kinda isn't. I guess it depends on your, I don't know, mental stability, mental something with mental in it. Make me sound pretty nice. Like, people, sometimes they just can't click in that way. Like, they can't focus on the video game and then focus on having really interesting commentary. You could easily train yourself to do that, but I feel like, and I know I make like a lot of references to Call of Duty, but if you've ever played Call of Duty and you've always used like the mic chat or whatever to like talk to people, it's kind of exactly like that, except for you're actually talking to people. But even when you're doing like a solo commentary, like kind of what I'm doing, you're technically talking to people too. It's just in a different like time aspect ratio. I don't know. But it's just one of those things. Especially, it's very easy for me. Mainly because I talk to myself like 24/7. I'll talk to myself even if I'm talking to someone else. Be like, hey dude, yo man, thingamabob, did you see the new episode of SpongeBob? And I'll be all like, fuck yeah dude, SpongeBob is epic. I'll just sit there and, yeah dude, just talk to myself. I don't know, I'm a very weird kid. I was a very weird kid growing up too. Like, I was one of those kids that like kind of sat in the background and just kind of sat there and talked to myself and like played ball with myself. I didn't have very many friends growing up, but fuck people. Especially in the neighborhood that I grew up in, there was a lot of bad stuff. I mean bad stuff. Especially how like irritating people were. Like, you could think of, like, the most stereotypical douchebag kid in school. Multiply that by, like, 27. And there is, you know, that's my classroom. But, I mean, it wasn't all bad. Sometimes pretty cool. Sometimes not so cool. Especially when I got beat up for kicking a ball during a kickball contest thing. I have no clue what even still happens to that day, to this day. I didn't mean to say to that day, but to this day, I still have no clue what the fuck that kid was doing. I kicked the ball during like, I shit you not, I kicked the ball during kickball, and the next thing I knew, I was on the floor crying my ass off. Cause some little old lady wanted to kick the ball first, and she like punched the shit out of my face. Really weird. I got my ass kicked by a lot of women. And I mean a lot of women. Most of the fights I was never in a fight, per se. But I stabbed a kid in the leg once. But that was it. He didn't want to let me play with his football during class. This was like first grade too, and I stabbed a kid in the leg. Like, no joke. And the tip of my pencil actually broke off in his leg, and he was just crying. I remember exactly what happened too. I was sitting there. I'll give you the full story. I was sitting there in class, you know, it was almost the end of the day, and he was talking about his football and how cool it was. Now, I was looking, I'm like, whoa, dude, it's a fucking red football with red stripes. And in my mind, I'm like, that is the coolest shit ever. And so I asked him, I'm like, dude, you should totally let me play with that. But you know, this little kid me, so I was all like, dude, you should totally let me play with that. And he was all like, no, not play with it. Not until we are at recess tomorrow. And then I was all like, but dude, I so want to. And he was like, no. I'm like, okay. And so I took my pencil and I stabbed him in the leg. And I kind of wiggled it a little bit, and the lead broke off in his leg. And I kind of just, you know, grabbed my pencil back and kind of put it back in my book bag, getting ready for the end of the day. And and he was just sitting there screaming his head off. I was just like, whoa, dude, did you just get stabbed in the leg? Because, you know, I didn't want to, like, it was me. I didn't want to get in trouble, but I don't know. I ended up getting in trouble anyway. I don't remember exactly what happened with my parents, but they told me to sit in, like, the naughty corner, and I kind of just sat there, and I just cried. I cried like a bitch. I don't know why I healed there, but I need to sharpen. And to sharpen my blade. But anyway, I was sitting there, I was just like bawling my eyes out. I would look back to the class like all sad and shit, and the teacher was all like, the hell you do that for, you dumb ignorant son of a bitch? You know, coming from a redneck kind of city thing place, I just imagine all my teachers sound like giant rednecks. Especially like this day and age, where I'm not really have much of a southern influence in my voice. But enough on that later. Ooh, just got fucked by the tail. And so they sat there, or they made me sit there for like the rest of the class until my parents came to pick me up. And it was very, very like unsettling, because my dad didn't like me goofing around in class, because that's kind of what he did. And oh my god, I could make like 5 videos on the stuff that I've done in school, because I mean, I wasn't really a bad kid per se, but I just really did not like following rules very often. But that's basically all of the story. I can't remember exactly like what my parents did. I'm pretty sure like they spanked me. But hey, look, I got a Raytheon plate. Wow. Way to go, me. that was little old me. That was like the first time I've ever gotten in trouble in school. So comment below, like, what time you guys, like, the first time you guys have ever gotten in trouble in school. I would just love to know. If it's too personal, just say, dude, it's too personal, can't really tell you. But check this fucking shit out! And just, like, send me a link to something awesome. Please don't let it be porn. I have enough of that on my phone as it is. You guys don't believe me. It's pretty fucking true. But anyway. But no, seriously, like, comment, like, I don't know, your favorite type of soup. Whether it's a real soup, a fictional soup that you made today, that you just made like 2 seconds ago, the soup you're making right now while watching this video. I don't know why you're watching me before you're eating soup. But whatever, you know, whatever is whatever. Also, this pink Raytheon has gone by like really fast. I say it's really fast even though it's been like 16 minutes. Jesus shit. Ha, dude. I guess it's just, I don't know, I'm entertaining myself. Which is a good thing. So if I'm entertaining myself, at least one other person should be entertained while I'm entertaining myself. I mean, if I'm 1 in a million, that means 4... hold on, I gotta do some math real quick. There's like there's nearly 8 billion people on the planet. So that is 1,000 millions. So that means if I'm 1 in a million, there are 8,000 people just like me. Seems pretty legit. And I don't know where the fuck Raytheon went. Where did you go, you pink bastard? Oh, you know what? She probably went to 5. That seems more along like it. Mushroom that looks like a penis. Oh god, penis mushroom. That's going to be something. Penis mushroom. No, come back here. Ooh, no, you know what? You can run away. I'm gonna come over here and grab this. Shiny! Give me a ruby. Oh, she found me. That's a wyvern tear. I don't want your tears. What do you think this is? Sympathy? Whoa. I'm surprised I didn't even get hit by that. That looked pretty cool. She's gonna fly over here, then she's gonna try to limp away. Oh, called it! I so called it. Kobe! Nope, does that not work? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Dive bomb into a flower! Oh, I missed the flower entirely. Well, I hit the blue flower, but that's not the one I was going for. Hit the mushroom! Oh! Dude, there's like 5 mushrooms over there. 3 in the pink, 1 in the dink! What the fuck's a dink? I don't know. I was gonna say stink, but shoving a mushroom up your ass doesn't really seem like it would be all that comfortable. Then again, shoving it in the pink probably wouldn't be comfortable either. But who knows? People are freaky like that. You know? Okay, I'm gonna shut up about putting stuff in stinks, and pinks, and winks, dinks. Flies. Lord of the Flies! Hey, look, we're dead. Whee! I'm going to... Fuck off me, Jaggy. I'm gonna carve this bitch. Carve this bitch. Carve this bitch. Now, I will say, I'm really glad I have this opportunity to re-record the Urgent, cause... Holy shit. It took a long time for me to beat the Urgent, so I'm glad I have the opportunity to actually like redo it and do it right, instead of being like a giant dick-ass nipple titty. I have no clue what I'm saying right now, but whatever. I'm not. Ooh. Rocks! Rocks! That's a worm. What the fuck is there a worm in my rock? Another worm in my rock! Get the fuck out of my rock! I want the rock! Not Dwayne Johnson, Roy the Rock! Ho ho ho! If anyone's ever seen my Wind Waker Let's Play, you know where I got that from. Wyvern Claw. Monster Keen Bone. I'm gonna just take all this shit. Fuck looking at it. I'm gonna take it. I didn't mean to take the shiny charm. That's another weird thing that, like, I find that people do. Like, why do they take the charms with them? Because, I mean, you get them regardless of whether you take them with you or not. But I don't know. Maybe it's just like, maybe it's just something. So I'm gonna show you a preview. Nah, actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. If you guys haven't gotten this far in the game, then you don't really need to see what all next quests there are. But we'll shove some shit in my stuff. There we go. I'm gonna take out some Mega Poochin. And that is going to be us for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching and being so awesome. I am Kaze250, and I will see you guys next time.